So we're going to move on to the next section here. So before I did the straight arm lock when I was with Josh, and then we just did the cross collar. So now we'll move on to the next section of the close guard, which will be the triangle choke, which is actually one of my favorite chokes. This is one that we did a lot when we were younger, and I think is one of the most effective, especially if we're talking no-gi and we're talking MMA or no-gi submission grappling or whatever. I always want to do chokes, and I always like to do chokes that the arm and the head are both in, because when we're sweaty, it's much harder for Matt to pull his arm and his head out from something than it is for me just having an arm lock and he can yank it out. Or if I'm on his leg, it's much easier for him to push his leg out than if I got his arm and his head trapped in there. Plus, the other key is a guy will take his arm getting broke. A guy might take his knee getting tore, but he can't get taken choking out, right? Like, you pass out. There is no, like, I can defend this and I'm going to, no, you're going to pass out. So that's kind of why I prefer chokes in these situations, especially in like MMA where the guy's super tough and he's just like not going to take the loss or anything. So I'm going to show you two different setups here, but they're all going to end the same with the triangle. So the first is going to be the push-pull. So I'm going to grab his wrist like this, and always with I don't even care if he has a gi on, I'm always going to control the wrist. And I'm always going to have my knuckles to the ceiling and my thumb down underneath like so. This is just much easier to control. If I try to grab like this, look how I'm outside here. He's just going to put his thumbs inside my armpit and keep his elbows tight. And now I'm just like, I can't do anything. So I'm going to be here so I have a lot of mechanics here and here. So what I'm going to do is, let's say I'm going to triangle and I'm going to throw this leg between. What I'm going to do is, I know that in my head, so the opposite side foot is going to come to his hip. And look what it does to his elbow. It's here. As that step, see how it slides to me a little bit? Now here's the key. I can't do lazy jiu-jitsu. Lazy jiu-jitsu is this. I push down and then I throw my leg up and catch. Real jiu-jitsu. I push, I pull, my foot comes here. Look at my butt. Up and I catch. I just make a scissor right now, and I pull him down, and I bring his arm across me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach up and grab my shin, and I'm going to take this foot off. If I don't do this, if I'm just holding on his arm and I take this off, he's immediately going to posture out. I'm going to grab here. Now when I take this off, posture up. Boom. Second part of this, watch when I take this foot off. I don't do this. His shoulder's going to pull out, and I'm going to lose it. When this comes off, my knee stays tight to his shoulder, and my foot goes to his hip. Now I'm going to use this foot to push this angle. Now here's the trick that my cousin taught me that I really like. I'm going to leave you a little pressure here for a second. I want to now throw my back of my knee over top of my pinky. So my pinky's here. I'm throwing my knee the whole way up, and then I'm turning my foot away from me. I can almost get the finish from here, but we do want to drill always grabbing the back of the head. And again, not lazy jiu-jitsu. I'm not pulling on his head, right? A tough guy like Matt, he's going to frame down, and I'm never going to finish this. But if I get this angle and I lift my hips up and now pull down, I'm going to get it every time. So, setup one. Push, pull, foot. Hip up, catch. Do a crunch, grab my shin. Foot comes off, connected. Angle. I can even come underneath the arm if I want to. Throw the leg up, knees pinch, and pull down on the head. And for our other setup, just so we have two, I have my close guard. Now I am going to control the sleeves. And let's talk about this for a second. I never want a pistol grip. Pistol grip is this. If I pistol grip, he's going to roll and he's going to break that off. Or he's going to roll over top and grab my gi. And now he's going to pin it to my hip. And now it's even worse. So I'm going to take my thumb inside, right where this seam is, and I'm going to fold it over top of my four fingers. Now rotate your wrist. Rotate the other way. Rip back. And I'm not even using any energy. When I'm pistol gripping, I'm holding on for dear life, and he rips back. Right there. It's pulling out. Here, no energy. So we're using that on each side. So now what we're going to do is almost like our scissor sweep. I'm here. I'm going to rotate in. I'm going to bring my knee inside. Foot on the hip. Foot on the bicep. Lift the hip up. Catch. Pull the arm across and catch. Grab the shin, connect off, angle, leg up, knees together, down. One more time. Grips. Inside foot. Flip the bicep, catch. Come across, grab the shin. Knee off, angle, hips up, and finish. So the key is always when you're finishing your triangle, you got to lift your butt up. If you're not, you're just being lazy, right? And there's no excuse for that for this, because it's one of those things. You'll get away from that with white and blue, but good luck at purple, brown, and black finishing triangles where you're keeping your butt on the ground.